Hi, I'm Larry Martin of GlueLogix. This video is meant to show you how to do it yourself, how to set up a LineLogix system on some sort of RFID web transport and get a read system going with a minimum of fuss and bother. There's manuals, there's quick starts, there's always my email, but there's nothing like having somebody run you through it. To start with, you need an RFID label transport. This is a Web Techniques, pretty standard kind of setup. The same principles apply to this or any kind of press or rewind from any other company. When you receive your LineLogix retest system in the mail or get it out of storage maybe, the cables are likely to be coiled up something like this. Just straighten them all out, untangle them, and let's go through them one by one. First up is the host serial connection. It's a DB9 serial pin to go to a PC serial port. That means it's DCE. It listens on pin 3. The LineLogix system cannot operate without a personal computer. The personal computer is not involved in label-to-label real-time operations, but it does manage the setup, logging, and alerts of those real-time operations. The connection to UHF RFID is usually made on a DB9 in the center of the TCU control board. In this example, an older system running on a ThingMagic Vega, the reader is right there in the enclosure with the TCU, so only a short piece of cable is required to link the two. The serial connection to the HF RFID reader is usually a DB9 pin that's male, coming out the side or bottom of the enclosure and connected internally to the lower half of the big green connector in the center of the TCU. The barcode connection taps the same green connector but takes the top half. It's usually a male DTE, so pinned just like the PC. However, we have shipped a few systems where the barcode connector was wired as a DCE. If so, it'll be a female. Power comes in on a standard barrel connector. You have to be careful to match the power to your circuits. This reader requires 12 volts, no more, no less. The TCU itself is good for 9 to 36 volts. Most stop connections are just wire ends. You have to make sure you use the right Gray Hill output module, black for AC or brown for DC, depending on what kind of equipment you're interfacing to. As a DIY user, you take responsibility for the antenna and sensor mounts. The full-sized antenna can be used around metal. It can be mounted on metal using the mounting tabs or a magnetic sheet on the back. Smaller antennas have to be kept away from metal. No UHF antenna can have metal in front of it in a reflection zone. Adjust the web until one inlay is over the center of the antenna. Move the shield plates in and out until the adjacent inlays are shielded from the view of the antenna, and then slide the sensor until it is at a gap. If necessary, train the sensor to recognize the gap. And here we are running at about 10 per second. I hope this video helped you learn something about setting up a LineLogix system. If you have any questions, please contact me. If you need to read test, encode, or do anything else with RFID tags in large volume in real time, you know where we are.